And that's okay in this case. Good questions. All right, are we ready to move on to the next? All right. So the medical team places them on 1 gram IV every 12. Despite your recommendation. 3 days later, vancomycin serum concentrations are obtained around the 7th vancomycin dose. We're going to assume that steady state. It probably isn't exactly, but we're going to assume that steady state. And we got at 9 o'clock in the morning, we got a level of 21.4 milligrams per liter of vancomycin. At 11:30, we got a concentration of 54.9 milligrams per liter of vancomycin. And the nurse administered the vancomycin from 9:30 to 10:30. Okay, what is her AUC over MIC? Should have put 24 there, using the trapezoidal method. Okay, here's where you gotta get your calculators out. But the first thing I do is I draw a picture. So I need a whiteboard. Wait, where's my whiteboard? Okay, I really want a whiteboard though. Wait, can I get a whiteboard here? There's my whiteboard. Okay, so tell me what's happened here. We've given, what time did we give this? At 9:30. So 9:30, at 9:30 a.m., we gave 1,000 milligrams of the drug over an hour, right? This is not going to be to scale. So there's our Cmax. And then let's say here's 9:30 p.m. when we're going to give our next dose. We're going to assume we're at steady state. Is everybody with me so far? So when do we get the levels? At 9 a.m. So this is back here, isn't it? And the concentration was 21.4 in milligrams per liter. So we don't know what this is, but this is CSS min, isn't it? We give this infusion. Here is CSS max. And we got a concentration at 11:30, yes? To be 54.9. Well, why did we get this here? Because we don't want to know what this line is, do we? We need to know what this line is. Can we assume that at 9 p.m. it's the same as 9 a.m. if we're at steady state? Yes, we can. So that's what we're going to do. The reason we do this, and why I got this right. The reason we do this is because if you batch these, you're going to get the information back quicker. Because you're going to grab this and you're going to grab that, even because my scale is not right here. This is all within a couple hours, and you can send them off and get them evaluated before the end of this dosing regimen. So we're going to find, we need to find K, which is going to be equal to ln 21.4 minus ln 54.9. First thing I do is figure out the time difference. So this is happening at 9 o'clock at night. So 9 to 12, if I go back to midday, then that's 9 hours, right? So 9.5 hours. Did everybody follow that? I am known for getting out my fingers and saying, okay, 11:30 to 12:30, 1:32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30, and a half, 9.5. Don't be above it, just don't make a mistake. And also subtract. Sometimes that gets tricky unless you use military time. But you need to make sure you know what your time difference is. And in this case, it's 9.5 hours. Does somebody have it yet? Point what? There's no letters after, no numbers? Earlier. Doesn't mean that I didn't get it right. I could have very well messed it up. And I did. You're right, Livia. Very good. So it's 0.099. We probably can round it to 0.1. I worry about that because little differences on small numbers make a huge difference. So all my numbers are going to be off. So good. Okay. So there we go. So we've got the K of 0.1. So now we need to extrapolate to our C max. So to get our C max, this is going to be our unknown, right? Our C max times e to the negative k 0.1. What's the difference in hours here? 1 hour, right? Per hour is equal to 54.9, right? We're going to extrapolate it back for 1. You guys all with me? Did you get 60.67? Anybody calculating with me? Yeah, I'm sticking with 60.67. Did anybody else get that? Yeah, you got 60. Make sure you guys can all do this. If I were you, I would be practicing because practice, it's all about reps, right? It's just like shooting free throws. Gotta do the reps, just like tap dancing. Do a lot of reps. Yeah. All right, so this is gonna be 60. It's like swimming. Ooh. Gotta do a lot of reps. What else? I don't know what all of, oh, like pitching, a lot of reps, right? 60.67 is our max. And what's our min? We're gonna peanut butter this down for a half an hour. So we're at 21.4 e to the negative k, which is 0.1 per hour times a half hour is gonna give us our C min, isn't it? Slow down. Scroll down. Oh, you can't see. Can I? You know what? I'll just write it up higher. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't. So C min. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? C min. What is? Gosh, how do I get rid of the dumb thing? All right, you know what? I'm going to erase something. How about that? We got the C max. C min is gonna be 21.4 milligrams per liter. Is it okay now? Minus 0.1 per hour times a half hour. And what did I get? 20.36. What equation did you do? From 60? It's gonna be off on that. All right, and because I'm choosing 21.4, it'd be a little different if I pick 54.9 or 60. All right, so now, once we know this, we can do our area under the curve calculation. So I am going to erase some of this so that we can work on that. All right, so our infusion piece here is going to be the difference, is going to be the average of 60.67 plus 20.36 divided by 2, the average, times our infusion time, which is 1 hour, right? So it's height times width to get our trapezoidal rule. I got 40.515. Wait, the banner's up there, right? So our area of the curve for the infusion piece is 40.515 milligrams per liter times hours. Now, our area of the curve for elimination is C max 60.67 minus C min 20.36 divided by K, which is 0.1. Yeah, once we get the next step, we will, yes, but not right this very second. All right, so this is 403.1 milligrams per liter times hours. Is that what you guys got? Is anybody doing this with me? Check my math. So area of the curve elimination. So to get our total area of the curve, we add those two, right? So I got 443.62 milligrams per liter times hours, right? And that's per dose. But we're giving 2 doses a day, right? So we're gonna, to get our 24-hour, we're gonna multiply it times 24-hour divided by dosing interval, which is 12 hours. So we're gonna multiply that by 2, right? So I guess I can do this by hand. 4, 12, and 1, 7, 8. I got 887.24. Is that what you got? So that's too high, isn't it? We assumed that since it was double what we said they should get, right? So what we want to do then is compare our 24-hour area under the curve over MIC. Notice if the MIC was 2, what would this be? Half of that, right? 440 something. So when we're giving 2 grams per day, we're getting 887 87, and we want to shoot for 500, right? So what's our new suggested dosing rate? I got 1.128 grams per. Oh my gosh, go away. Why don't that go away? Grams per day. So you probably either go to 750 Q12 or a gram a day. Whichever one, whether you want to be more aggressive or less aggressive, that's what you would discuss with the team. Okay. Now, the other thing we could do is go to CleanCalc and punch in a few numbers and get the results. Okay.